Hi everyone, welcome back to my lovely activity videos. So this video is about the activity we'll be doing for the next couple of weeks here at Valerie's house. Um, the activity is going to be sort of based on holidays and triggers and things that I know the kids will start to feel at least, and maybe not bring up, but we'll want to touch on it this like next couple of weeks. But the activity is also on memories and the importance of holding on to those memories. You know, after we lose someone, there's all these milestones that happen, and the holidays is one of those huge milestones, whether it's your first Christmas or first Hanukkah with your person who died, without your person who died. That's a huge time in a child's life to kind of hurdle and get over that. So there are ways that, families can support each other and support children over time. And one of the most important things is to preserve those memories that they had with their person during these times, and possibly to create new memories or new traditions to carry on through over the years that kind of still involve their person who died. We can, take this time to talk about these memories of our person, or we can say, hey, instead of just dwelling on some of those things that we're really upset about, that we really miss, what's something new we can do this year that we can honor our person who died, or that we can make it feel like they're with us. Some people on Thanksgiving will leave an empty plate at the table and set it all the way up for that person who died. Some people will do a candle lighting. It just depends on the family and what they want to do. It's a time where children are going to be triggered a lot around the holidays. Everybody around you is the happiest they could be. It's literally the jolliest time of the year. And I'm smiling and giggling a little bit inside because I don't feel that a lot of the time. A lot of my memories are good of my dad during the holidays. So when the holidays come up, it's just another day and another time. My family's super huge on the holidays, but for me, it's always been a weird time for me. Not a sad time, not a hard time, but just a weird time. You just feel like that person is supposed to be here with us. And the little things, for instance, my dad, throughout the year he would do this, but I don't know why I have this special memory during the holidays, but he would do breakfast for dinner. And so it's little things like that that the kids are going to think of. So I just really want to be able to give them the floor to talk about those triggers and those memories and those things that they just, it's the holiday season, and maybe it's their first year without their person, or maybe it's the third. We're going to try to connect those two people together, because you might think right away, okay, the person who's just celebrating the holidays this year for the first time versus the person who's gone through 3 holidays without their person, you're like, oh, they don't have a connection. They can't make sense of what each other is going through. But that's not true, because the person who celebrates, this is the 3rd year without their person, was that person at one point, was that first year person at one point. And the person who is at the first year can look to the person who's at the 3rd year and think, okay, I can get there. I can do this. And so that's going to be really cool to hear from the kids, especially the teens and middles, probably, to kind of bridge that gap between them, because there's something, said in looking forward to that 3-year mark, and the holidays will still never be the same, especially if that person died around this time, which a lot of them have. So, it's this activity this night is going to be about that, about the memories we have and the triggers. But the real activity and the art piece, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be a memory box. And for those who have been with us in the past, we have done this with our kids, and I'm super excited to bring it back, because it is a really cool activity that not only they can do right now and do in the next couple of weeks, but they can keep that box and fill it with anything they find, memories of their person around their house, or throughout their day, or at Valerie's house. Any of their art projects, a lot of the kids keep their memory box and fill it with some of those things that they do here at Valerie's house. So you'll get a box. It's about 2 inches tall, like this, and each kid will have a box. Each kid and teen will have the chance to decorate their box. So this is tissue paper and Mod Podge and colored strips of paper, which I'll talk about in a minute, stickers, embellishments, all the fun stuff to decorate their box exactly how they want to decorate it. There'll be Sharpies and all that as well. So the idea is, first we're going to talk about this memory box. We're going to talk about our holiday memories. We're going to talk about memories in general. Then we will talk about, potentially, especially in the teens, some of those triggers and some of those things. So the beginning of the night's kind of just a discussion. Get them thinking, like, what are those things that we remember of our person, or what are those things that we remember of the holidays with our person. Then we will hand out colored paper, like strips of colored paper, and on each of the pieces of paper, they can pick as many as they want. They'll write down a memory. They'll write whatever they want to write, or they'll draw a picture if they're little. And then that is the first thing that's going to go into their box. That special memory that's in their heart is going to go into the box. So then it's their chance to decorate the box. And you guys decide within your group whether the discussion happens while decorating the box, or you decorate box then discuss. However you guys think that you should do it in your group, because each group is different. There will be Mod Podge and sponge brushes. Those little sponge brushes, please, please, please make sure that in the littles groups that we are sitting next to them and helping them, because they like pour that stuff on, and all you have to do is a very thin layer of the Mod Podge to make everything stick on there. Especially tissue paper. Tissue paper is so thin that if you put too much, it's just going to be a hot mess. So that's the big pointer for this activity. I also wanted to add and give you guys some tools before coming to group. So I have some links of articles that are really helpful to me when I'm thinking, OMG, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, or I shouldn't be feeling this way around the holidays. So it's ways to, get through the holidays and be okay. Like, for instance, this article says 10 ways I neutralize grief triggers during the holidays. Number 1, let yourself feel what you feel, but set a timer, and when it goes off, get up and go outside for a walk or a hike. We're lucky that we live in Florida that people can do this. Lingering in that alone place too long can be counterproductive, even though you feel like you want to and have to stay there. So these things are just great information for you to know before going to the groups, when they might say, well, what am I going to do instead of just being sad and sitting around? You can have these tools and these options. I'll also print out a copy and put it into each of your binders too. Another article is talk about a memory of this time that involved a loved one. Do things you enjoy doing with that person, even though they're not here anymore. Still try to keep those memories and those traditions alive. Make a box or folder that includes reminders about the person lost. Draw a picture, write a story, make some notes about special memories that had to do with the particular holiday, or any memory for this case. And cry if you feel like crying. Crying lets others know that you need their comforting, or maybe they don't need comforting. So there's some articles that I'll send to you guys, and you can read and touch on, but that's going to be the activity. Thank you so much for listening to my ramble for 10 minutes. Below is another video of me talking announcements and things that are happening this month, the rest of this month, and going into December. So thanks for everything that you guys do. I can't wait for the rest of the year and the end of the year. And if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you need from us, give us a call, a text. I'm always available. So thank you, and talk to you soon.